इतना सन्नाटा कैसे है भाई? हेलो। अबे हेलो।
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 क्या ब्रो उठा
कैसे
है?
बैठे हो भाई?
कह रहे हैं क्या स्ट्रिंग डेटा टाइप को इंटीजर में डबल में कन्वर्ट करके कंपैरिजन परफॉर्म हो सकता है कि नहीं हो सकता?
भाई हमको तो एबीसी भी नहीं मालूम कोडिंग का कोई।
भाई कन्वर्ट हो गया
आया
तो हो ही
कुछ
जाएगा।
कन्वर्ट हो जा रहा है बट
इंटेलिजेंट
कंपेयर
आया?
कंपेयर कंपेयर कैसे करोगे? स्ट्रिंग जो कन्वर्ट कर रहे हो उसको कंपेयर
जो
करो
कम
दोनों।
जो कन्वर्ट हो गया है वही करोगे ना यार।
हाँ तो ऐसे थोड़ा ही परफॉर्म करता है।
हाँ वही तो।
चलता
हो सकता है यार, भाई देख रहा हूँ नहीं हो रहा है। मैं पूछता हूँ सर से।
है आज तो यार 31।
हम्म, और एक प्रॉब्लम ये है कि जैसे कोई दो प्रॉब्लम है, वही उसको डिस्कस करना है थोड़ा। देखो सर बताते हैं कि नहीं बताते हैं। कहेंगे तुम लोग पहले से लेक्चर खाने के लिए बैठ जाते हो। देखता हम बता देते हैं तो अच्छी बात है।
हेलो
हेलो।
फ्रेंड, स्ट्रिंग टाइप कास्टिंग का लॉजिक बताइए प्लीज।
लॉजिक से कोई स्ट्रिंग लिए है, मतलब फंक्शन में मैं ऐसा कर रहा हूँ, मैं शेयर ही कर रहा हूँ, प्रॉब्लम ही शेयर कर रहा हूँ। ये क्या नाम है
आप
इनपुट?
ना चैट बॉक्स में शेयर कर दीजिए।
हाँ कर रहा हूँ। कन्वर्ट करके वह देखो क्वेश्चन पढ़ो। ये बोल रहा है ये करने के लिए कन्वर्ट हो जाएगा तो, बट उसके कंपेयर करेंगे। अगर वो कंपेयर परफॉर्म हो रहा है, सर आ गए, कंपेयर परफॉर्म हो रहा है तो रिटर्न करना है 1। अगर नहीं परफॉर्म हो रहा तो रिटर्न करना 0 रिटर्न।
Hi everyone. Good evening. Good evening, everyone. How are you? I hope everything is going good. All right. I guess people are still joining in, guys. Very less strength till now. Good evening, guys. Okay, so guys, let's get on the some doubts. Okay, in case you have any. Okay. Yes, Maria. Hey, Conrad, tell me. You can mute yourself. Yes, Swagatam.
Hello.
Yes, Swagatam. Tell me.
Yeah, sir. Actually, it's about the previous day that function program you have done that sum.
Hmm.
Yeah. So, sir, in that you have created two functions. First, that void main function, and the second one is int get sum function. So, sir, in
Correct.
that void function, you are calling the second function get sum. So, like, sir, my doubt was like when I run the program. Okay. So, obviously, my compiler will step by step it will compile my program. So like when it comes to that void main function, then it will see that get some function is written on that void main function. So like how can it understand, like obviously it will, that compiler will obviously ask the question like where that get some function is coming, because it is written below na, sir. That's why I'm asking, because all other integer values are you have like assigned it, but the get sum is coming from the below second function. So that's why.
Okay. You mean this one? How
Yeah,
is
yeah,
it
yeah.
to know that is results value is equal to this value?
Yeah. So because in this function void main function, you have written that int result is assigned to get sum. Okay,
Correct.
so get sum function is you are calling the second function outside of that void main function. So like
Correct.
I am asking when the my compiler will like when my compiler will run my program step by step. So first it will come that void main function. First it will enter the void main function. In that function it will find the get sum function is written. So obviously it will ask that like where is it get function is coming, like
Correct.
how it's coming. So that's why I'm asking, because like because I am having doubt, because in C++ when we in class program in OOPS, when we do a program, like in the one class if we write one other class name, obviously it asks that how this class came. So we have to do that forward class method, like at the first time we have to write the second class name. So at that time if we enter the class name in the other class name, obviously it like call the function. That's why.
You have to import it basically in C as well, right?
Yeah.
So because this is in the same class, all right, this is in the same file, or you are writing
Okay.
it together. That's why you don't need to take any class. So it will expect, okay, this is a method.
Okay,
Does
sir.
any method with this name exist? Okay, and that will
Okay,
see.
so it means the compiler will continuously look for this method in the
Correct.
Oh, okay. Yeah, thank you, sir. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, Rajneesh. Yes, Rajneesh, go on.
सर एक्चुअली कोई मुझे एक डाउट है उसमें कि मैं स्ट्रिंग को लॉन्ग में कन्वर्ट करके कंपेयर परफॉर्म कर रहा हूँ, तो सर कंपेयर उसमें स्ट्रिंग से कन्वर्ट करके कंपेयर परफॉर्म हो सकता है?
Rajneesh, independent of this class?
ऐसे सर मैंने लिंक शेयर किया है इसी में चैट में।
मैं समझ गया, बट ये
इसी का है।
इस क्लास से अलग डाउट है ना आपका?
नहीं, इसी क्लास का है, इसी प्रॉब्लम इसी क्लास का है।
कहाँ पे कौन सी प्रॉब्लम कर रहे हैं रजनीश? वी आर स्टडिंग फंक्शंस, हम पार्सिंग पढ़ रहे हैं यहाँ पे। स्ट्रिंग टू लॉन्ग की पार्सिंग है, कंपैरिजन नहीं पढ़ रहे हैं ना?
नहीं।
अच्छा चलो, थोड़ा क्लियरली एक्सप्लेन कर, मैं आपको बता दूंगा जल्दी क्या आंसर।
यस
बोलो। ओके, यस हर्ष। यस हर्ष, टेल मी।
Sir, I have performed one question of that finding the square roots of quadratic equation using if else, and when I am checking by random numbers, it is giving correct result. But when I'm submitting it, it is showing wrong answer.
There are some test cases failing, Harsh. That means there are some kind of numbers that you are not considering. Okay.
Sir, would you like to, sir? Please, if you check once,
Harsh, again, this kind of
Yes, sir.
doubt should be put in the mentor session or in the doubt session, not in an instructor session. Okay.
Okay, sir, no problem. Because sir, all test cases are showing wrong answer.
I agree.
means
because you might be messing up with some spaces. I did once को किसी एक का मैंने कल किया था ना, ठीक, कि उसमें कुछ space गलत है, अपने स्पेस गलत दी हुई है या आउटपुट गलत है, तो उसको चेक करो।
Okay, sir. I'll check once more. Okay, sir. Thank you.
All right. Clear, guys? Everyone? Any further doubts? Harsh, you can put your hand down. All right. So let's continue with methods, with functions. Sorry. Let's continue. Rest of the guys already. All right. So guys, yesterday we did a little method function over there, and we just saw that there is something called a return, and there is return does not mean, we entered the class that return does not mean same as print, right? Right? I hope everyone understood that part. That return does not mean a printing, right? And did you see, like I also showed you a question where when you get a functional problem, how it is implemented in the backend. Your code is copied pasted to a file, and it just returns, and the method is called from the main method, right? From here somewhere, and that code you don't have to bother about, right? Everyone? Okay. Now guys, did you see in those functional questions why it is always like if it's a functional question, you are saved from taking the input from the user. You are given this one, right? You're given probably this body, and it will ask you write the code over here. So you just have to write the logic, that is this one, right? All right. That is great. Nice. Lovely. Now guys, because we did while teaching functions as well, we'll do one more void get sum. Okay. Now guys, if you see okay. Now guys, again, I'm calling a get sum method, or let's say I perform a do sum. Let's is it fine? Right? Yes, Vivek, obviously you can do that. See, I'm using return and print as well. Now guys, is this function, now if I call this function, if you see that, wait. So guys, it's working. Even we did void and we printed inside, it's working. It's printing from inside the method, but it's not returning anything because I've not captured any output, right? I hope this void is also clear now. Everyone? All right. All right. So there's one more thing. Just a little thing. Let's say if I write these as X and Y. Do you think it will work? Yes. Here I was passing A and B, but here the name is X and Y. Should it work? Correct. Absolutely correct, Santosh. It would be working. It would be working perfectly. Okay. The reason for that is here it is called A and B. A and B's value is passed as X and Y. Okay. So the naming might not be same, but just the data type should be same. Okay. Because name of the data can change. Name of the data can change, but the data type of the value can't change. Okay. Peter, what I mean is that you can have in the functions, you have attributes, right? And here you are passing A and B. You can even name them as X and Y because just the value name of the variable is changing, The type is remaining the same. So yes, you can change the name in the functions. All right. Is this clear? A lot of people have get confused about this one. Saurabh, it's better that you raise your hand now. So is any further doubts in this one? Yes, Saurabh, क्या नहीं पता चला बताओ.
जो हमने दो फंक्शंस लिए ना सर, वहाँ पे कंफ्यूजन हो रहा है मतलब.
क्या कंफ्यूजन हो रहा है बताओ.
तो सर यहाँ पे आके फिर से करेगा.
अच्छा सौरभ, पहली बात तो यहाँ पे आके वो दो फंक्शन लिखे हैं, आप कहीं और बैठे हो, मैं कहीं और बैठा हूँ, won't match, right? तो can we explain it properly? Yes, Saurabh, can you please unmute yourself and put your doubt properly? Yes, Saurabh, tell me about that.
हाँ सर, वही बोल रहा था कि यहाँ पे जो पब्लिक स्टैटिक इन गेट सम है, ये फंक्शन है, ठीक है. तो यहाँ पे जब यहाँ पे ऑपरेशन करेगा तो फिर उसके बाद में नेक्स्ट फंक्शन में मतलब जाके सेम चीज करा ना, मतलब सिर्फ वेरिएबल नेम डिफरेंट है. तो उधर थोड़ा
अभी ये यूआरएल को किसी ने अपना कोड लिखा हुआ है.
यस सर, यस.
वांट टू कॉपी दैट इन माय लोकल सिस्टम. ओके,
मैंने सेम चीज की है, बस यूजिंग टू डिफरेंट मेथड्स. आई कैन क्रिएट टू डिफरेंट मेथड्स. उसमें क्या हो गया? No one is stopping you. That the internal logic is same. No one is stopping you to do that. Okay, Peter, this is the declaration of x and y only. Okay, it is not necessary. Variable name is not necessarily the same. A and B, value of A and B is being passed, not A and B exactly. Okay, so that is why we can change the variable name here. All right, guys, any further doubts in methods, in functions? Yes, Adarsh.
Yes, sir. My question is, if we change the change means अगर हम a की जगह x और b की जगह y कर तो तब भी ये सेम चीज रहेगा. मतलब यहाँ इंटीजर वैल्यू सेम है बट जो a b है मतलब वेरिएबल बस चेंज कर रहे हैं, यही है.
हाँ, करेक्ट करेक्ट. ये वैल्यू पास होती है आपकी, ठीक है. वैल्यू इज बीइंग पास. ओके, नॉट द नेम, नॉट द एग्जैक्ट वेरिएबल. ओके, clear guys? No, obviously Pratim, it should not work then if you change the data type. Yes, Arijit.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Sir, I said that is get sum or print sum is same or different?
Obviously, there are different functions. Na? One is returning, one is giving you a return type, one is not giving you a return type.
Okay, sir. But in first cases, we return sum, but in second cases, we just print that thing. Okay.
Correct.
Okay, sir. So in first cases, we can also print that thing. Yeah, sum equal to equals.
आप यहाँ पे print statement जितनी मर्जी डालो, कौन रोक रहा है?
Okay, sir. Sir, similarly, second में भी return sir कर सकते हैं ना?
No, it's a void return type.
Okay, okay, yes, yes,
Just
sir.
write the return over here. That will work like this.
Yeah. Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Clear, guys? Guys, are we clear? Yes, Nadeem.
Hello.
Yes, Nadeem, tell me.
Sir, as per the definition, सर इसमें ये रिटर्न डेटा टाइप है और ये वाइड नथिंग सर, बट आउटपुट तो सेम आ रहा है सर.
कौन सा आउटपुट सेम आ रहा है? आउटपुट क्योंकि नंबर्स एडिशन सेम है, लॉजिक सेम है, तो आउटपुट भी तो सेम ही आएगा. बट यहाँ पे आप रिटर्न करो, यहाँ पे रिटर्न नहीं कर रहे कुछ. ये देखो ना, इसका मतलब एक वेरिएबल में कैप्चर हो रहा है.
ओके ओके सर.
प्रिंट सम का नहीं हो सकता बिकॉज़ दैट्स अ वॉइड डेटा टाइप. ओके, all right guys, any further things, any further doubts? Yes, Deepak.
Sir, I want to ask if we write line number 25 in the uppercase before written sum, so it will print something or not?
Which line?
So line number 25.
You mean this text?
Yes, sir.
ये ऐसे?
हाँ सिर्फ मतलब हाँ बस इतना भी मतलब ब्लैंक भी छोड़ेंगे तो वर्क करेगी क्या वहाँ पे? ब्लैंक एम्प्टी भी छोड़ेंगे तो?
आप कह रहे हो this one? ऐसे?
यस सर.
हाँ क्यों नहीं चलेगा, बट आपको कुछ प्रिंट नहीं करेगा ना वो.
हाँ सर, लेकिन वही पूछ रहा हूँ मैं कि सिस्टम डॉट आउट वाली लाइन उसमें वर्क करती है कि नहीं करती है?
हाँ इट इज वर्किंग. सी उसने स्पेस छोड़ दी, एक लाइन एक्स्ट्रा छोड़ दी है, देखो.
ओके सर फाइन.
कुछ भी
थैंक यू
वर्क
सर.
करेगा.
ओके सर, थैंक यू सर.
Yes, Vivek.
Sir, I just want to ask if I am using if else and I use return only return after else, will it work?
Okay, I'll show you that. I'll show you that. Okay, we'll come to an example for that. Yes,
I
Ajay.
will.
Yes, Ajay.
सर ये जो मेथड डिक्लेयर किया है तो ये जो प्रिंट सम वाला है, इसमें इंट सम x प्लस वाई जो डाला है, तो इसमें अगर अपन दूसरा भी डाले, मतलब स्ट्रिंग डिक्लेयर करे कोई और दूसरा कोई इंट डिक्लेयर करे, तो उस केस में क्या होगा?
ये तो आप प्रैक्टिस कर सकते हो ना अजय. इसको स्ट्रिंग बनाओ. पहली बात तो ये चलेगा नहीं कोड.
नहीं ये नहीं बोल रहा हूँ सर मैं. ये इंट सम x प्लस वाई है ना, तो इसके नीचे अगर अपन दूसरा डिक्लेयर करते, कुछ स्ट्रिंग डालते या कुछ दूसरा इंट डालते, तो उस केस में
मेरे को कुछ एग्जांपल बताओ ना. स्ट्रिंग नेम लाइक दिस, ये लो कर दिया.
हाँ
बस.
हाँ, इस केस में क्या होगा सर?
ऑब्वियसली करेगा वो. ये तो कोई इंटरनल लॉजिक, आप जो मर्जी बनाओ यहाँ पे, कोई आपको रोक थोड़ी रहा है. नो वन इज स्टॉपिंग यू फॉर दैट. दिस इज द इंटरनल लॉजिक.
ओके
ओके.
हाँ.
यस प्रतीम.
सर आपने जैसे बोला अगर void लिखेंगे तो रिटर्न नहीं लिखना पड़ेगा, अगर रिटर्न लिखेंगे तब क्या रिटर्न करेगा? 0 क्या 1 कुछ नहीं?
It is not necessary. You just have to write this one.
Okay,
Still
okay.
it's returning nothing, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Clear, guys? Any further doubts? Yes, Sunil, you can do that. You can do anything. Internally तो आप जो मर्जी करो, string लो, long लो, जो मर्जी करो. Okay. Now guys, let's do one thing. Let's do one additional logic in this one. Okay. This print sum method. Okay. If the sum is odd, okay, I need to print if the sum is odd or even and print the sum. Okay. Works? Or let's do one thing. Print the sum if the sum is odd. Okay. Now, how do you check the sum is odd? If something on division by 2 gives a remainder 1, then that's an odd number. All right. Now guys, I've written this code. Okay. How do you, Peter, how do you know if if a number is odd? When you divide it by 2, the remainder is 1, right? Now guys, now it seems that I have written a return statement as well. And I've written print. So guys, this print sum method now, what it will do is, if the sum is odd, it will just print this line. And if the sum is even, it will print the sum of numbers. All right. Just telling you, if the sum of numbers is odd, it will print this line. And if the sum of numbers is even, it will print this line. And if I show you right now, the sum of numbers is odd. Sum of numbers is odd. So did it print the sum now? Here. This was from get sum method, guys. This was from here. If I remove this. Now check it, guys. Did it print the sum now? Did it print the sum? No, right? Guys, पहले तो इसमें बताओ क्या doubts है? Yes, Peter, tell me.
Sir, the percentage symbol is actually used for checking whether a number is divisible, right?
It's a remainder. Gives you the remainder.
It gives the okay. Oh, so let's assume if you're dividing by 3, then there's a possibility that you can get 0, 1, or 2.
Correct. Absolutely correct.
Oh, okay.
Clear, guys? Now, guys, if I'm passing 1 and 2 over here. Okay. The sum of numbers is odd. The sum of numbers is odd. So that way it's just printing sum is odd. Now let me pass 4 and 2. Now the sum of numbers is even. So do we see we have different results in case of both? Guys, do we see different results in case of both? Now, why did it happen, guys? When the sum was odd, obviously this condition is satisfied, right? This condition is satisfied. Now, then it prints the number, sum of numbers is odd. Okay. Sum of numbers is odd. And then it executes a return statement. Now here, return is being used to end the function execution. It will check a return and it will get back here. It won't proceed any further. Okay. So return statement can be used to break the flow of function as well. All right. Did you see that? How did it happen, guys? Initially, it was just printing odd. Now, if I remove the statement and change the sum to odd. So now it's printing both the lines. While with return, it was just printing one line. Why? Because with the return, the flow of the function breaks. All right. Are we clear, guys? Are we clear with this one? Pritham, 0 plus 0 is even. So it will come under even. Vivek, you can write that. You can write that under if else statement as well. You can write it this way. Now, because I'm using a return statement inside if, it's working the same way. It's working in the same way. Okay, you can do it like this as well. Okay. No, you can use multiple return statements. Okay. But flow should only come to one return statement. Now, let's say I can't again put a return statement here. I can put it here because this one is conditional. All right, Peter. Clear, guys? Yes. Naved.
Yes, sir. Am I audible, sir?
Yes, Naved, you are audible.
Yes, sir. I just want to confirm some of the codes here. Sir, line number 27 will always execute, right? Sorry, 29. Well, line number 29 will always execute, right?
No, that's not the case. Because if the sum is odd, okay, it will come to 26th line.
Sir, but we are not putting on line number 28 else statement. Actually, I think yes.
Listen to me. If the sum is odd, it will execute 26th line.
Okay.
Then it will come here.
Okay.
Now, what does return mean here? It means return back from the function. Do not execute ahead.
Okay.
Okay. So it's working the same way. If you put if else statement, if you just put a return, it's working as the same. Yes, Pratim, you can say it's working like a break. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Got it.
Clear? Yes, Adarsh.
So,
Yeah, continue, Naveen.
so we need not to write else here, right?
Yeah, even if you write else or not, it's not going to make a difference.
Okay. Sir. Okay. Got it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yes, Adarsh.
यस सर, माय क्वेश्चन इज सर, जब हमने यहाँ void दिया हुआ है तो फिर हमको रिटर्न क्यों कर रहे हैं सर? तो मतलब
रिटर्न तो
लॉजिक
कर ही रहे ना, क्या बोला? देखो, listen to me. I said the function is going to return nothing, and I say return nothing. Stop it, but return nothing. I'm not giving a value, right? If you just read the line, what is it returning? You'll say nothing, right?
हाँ, नथिंग। यस, ये तो सही है। तो सर जैसे कि यहाँ पर हमने रिटर्न दिया, तो मतलब किसको क्या एग्जीक्यूट कर रहा है सर, एक बार रिपीट करेंगे?
सॉरी,
मतलब जैसे कि ये सम x प्लस वाई है, अगर ये ऑड है तो ये रिटर्न होके सर ये क्या 19th नंबर पे जा रहा है या 18th नंबर पे जा रहा है, 18th पे जा रहा है ये?
It's coming back to 12th line.
Okay.
Okay. Print statement is there. It comes to this line. Then it executes this. If the sum is odd, executes this, and then it comes to the 13th line. That is after the function.
सर ये 12th पे कैसे जा रहा है?
Sorry.
अच्छा, प्रिंट सम, अच्छा ये फंक्शन हमने राइट दिया है, प्रिंट सम। ओके ओके ओके।
All right.
Yeah, all right, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Yes, Peter.
Sir, let's assume that I want to create a function which does both addition and multiplication. Okay. So you're like, I'll be using int sum equals to a plus b, and then I'll be using int multiplication equals to a into b. And after that, if I pass like return sum and then return multiply, it won't return multiply, right? Because at return sum, it will just end the function.
Wait. Can you repeat the last line, please?
See, after the end of the execution, I want to return both the values. Okay. So I'll type return sum and then return multiply, but then it will stop at return sum, right? Because it will break the function and it will go out.
You need to return multiple values, right, Peter?
Yeah.
So for that, we can use classes, but we have not studied that yet. Okay. Once we are done with classes, we can use those.
So you can't do that in functions.
We can do that in functions, but with the help of classes or structures. We have not studied that till now, so you can't do that right now.
Okay.
Clear? Yes, Sagar.
Yes, sir. The line number 25.
Sagar, you're not audible. You're not audible, Sagar. Very less, very meekly, Sagar. Very meekly.
I am audible.
Yeah, little better. You can start it off.
Yeah. So in the line number 25, if sum is divisible by 2 and it gives the result like even that if you divide the sum.
Sorry. Sagar, you need to speak slowly, please.
So just like in line number 25, if the sum is divisible by 2 and it gives the result 0, then the line 29 will print like sum of the number is which we give the input. Yes.
We lost you, Sagar. Sagar, are you there?
Yes. I am audible.
Yeah, you're audible, but what was the question in the end?
Just like in line number 29, after when the sum is divisible by 2 and it gives the result like 0, it means it is a even.
It will give false, right?
Yes, if this condition is not satisfied, then it gives the result like sum of the number is
correct. That's correct.
So the somewhere that we get this is given by the input in line number 24.
Sorry, again didn't get you, Sagar. Sagar, can you please rejoin the class? Try rejoining and restarting your microphone at least. It's actually not working. Okay. Yes, Naved.
Sir, what will happen if we write sum in line number 27 after return?
लिख के देखो.
Actually, I'm not getting the code right now.
कोई बात नहीं, लिख के देखना. The thing is, you can't write anything after return. Okay. If it's a serial execution, for example, this return and this print statement can be independent, right?
Okay.
But anything you write after this return, obviously that is never going to execute because the function is always going to break here.
Okay.
Okay. So in a particular flow in a program or a function, your return should be the last statement. Okay. Clear?
Yes.
Guys, any doubts in this one? Guys, any doubts? I'm sharing this link again with you. Okay. So guys, what I'll do right now is I'm going to give you guys 5 minutes. Okay. We'll have a separate break, but guys, this is not a break. This is definitely not a break. Okay. What I want you guys to do is open this link, do your experiment, anything you need to do, collect your doubt, just revise function for once. You have 7 minutes with you. Okay. And let me know if there are doubts, because then we'll do some questions for this one. All right. Guys, helps everyone. I'm giving you some time to revise functions. Does this help everyone? Okay. Just guys, make use of it. Okay. And guys, you can start raising hands. Okay, but I'll tell the doubts collectively. Okay. So guys, till 9:40. All right, everyone. Guys, 2 responses. Baki. Where's the rest of the guys? Okay, great. So guys, just revise function. Let me know if there's a doubt. We are going to clear everything. Okay, just let me know if there's a doubt. All right, guys. I hope this is clear now. I don't see any doubts from you guys. I hope this is clear. Okay, we have one doubt from Prateek. Okay, there's no doubt. All right. So guys, let's do a few questions on functions then. Yes, Prateek, tell me.
सर अगर ऐसे लिखेंगे, अगर इंटीजर एज ऐसे लिखा था, यहाँ पर एक इंटीजर डेटा टाइप लिखेंगे और दूसरी वाला जो है वो अगर डबल लिखेंगे तो तब क्या कोड कंपाइल करेगा?
वेट, यहाँ पे दिस वन?
नहीं नहीं, ऊपर में से जैसे जहाँ पे इनिशियलाइज किए थे।
दिस वन?
हाँ हाँ
Yes, double?
हाँ, वहाँ पर डबल और
No, it won't work. It won't work. Why? Because in the method it's expecting an integer. Double can be captured using a integer can be captured using a double, but a double can't be captured using an integer.
ओके ओके। और सर एक बात सर, अगर इंटीजर के साथ कोई डबल ऐड करेंगे तब क्या रिजल्ट क्या निकलेगा? डबल ही निकलेगा क्या?
Yes, yes.
ओके सर, थैंक यू सर।
Yes, Rajneesh.
एक्चुअली मैं ऊपर जो आप सम कमेंट किए हैं गेट सम मेथड को, मैं इसको अनकमेंट करके वैल्यू पुट कर रहा हूँ, तो मेरा कॉल ही नहीं हो रहा, बाय डिफॉल्ट प्रिंट सम में जा रहा है।
ये देखो, आप कह रहे हो इसमें आ ही नहीं रहा गेट सम में? प्रिंट होगा।
मेरे मैं ट्राई कर रहा हूँ, इसको अनकमेंट कर दिया हूँ सम मेथड को बाय डिफॉल्ट।
अगर ये नहीं आ रहा, आपका प्रिंट नहीं हो रहा, तो ये चल कैसे रहा है? कोड तो इसके बाद ही इस पे आएगा ना। ये देखो, ये चलेगा, सब चलेगा, चल रहा है।
Groceries on the heads.
It's working, right?
Yes, sir.
This is the result from here, and this is the result from here. All right?
All right, sir.
Yes, Farad. Yes, Farad, tell me.
सर आपने यहाँ दो फंक्शंस किए हैं ना,
तो
फिर ये दोनों को एग्जीक्यूट नहीं हो रहे, सिर्फ एक ही तो हो रहा है।
क्यों? एक बार ये भी हो रहा है और एक बार ये भी हो रहा है,
लेकिन लाइन तो यही आ रही है ना आउटपुट में।
कि प्रिंट होगा तो तभी फंक्शन एग्जीक्यूट करेगा। ये 10 नंबर लाइन यहाँ पे प्रिंट हो रही है आफ्टर दिस वन, सो दिस इज obviously executed, and inside this method I've added a print statement that is being executed.
यस यस।
ये देखो, अगर आपको एक और एग्जांपल चाहिए तो इस मेथड के अंदर I'll just write okay and I run it. It is going to work. See, 1 2 3 go.
Yes, okay sir.
Okay.
Yes.
So guys, I hope everyone is clear now. I'm just sending this link again. Okay. Now guys, let's do one more thing. Let's get on a playground and do some questions, okay? Now guys, we saw how to print a table for a number. So guys, I want you guys to create a function that prints a table for a particular number. You just give it the input and it creates a table for a particular number. Right? Simple. Something that we have done function, we know how to print a table, right? Everyone? Okay, but I'll do this for you, okay? So just let me know if there's a doubt. So I hope everyone knows this line now, by now. Print table for A. So will this have a return type? Should this have a return type? Okay, if yes, then what? Guys, our just motive is to print a table. Okay, we don't need to return anything. Okay. And how do you print a table? So a plus multiply sign fine, this should work. So I'll run it for you as well. Oh, wait. So it's working. Now, did you see how the function was used? Now, let's say if I want to print two tables for a and a plus 5. Do you see how this logic is reused? Clear? Everyone? So see, again, for 20 as well, it's printed automatically, right? I'm reusing the function, right? All right. Now, guys, so why don't you write line number 7 and 10? Then also it will work. What do you mean line number 7 and 10? Okay. Now, guys, just a little definition for you. This is called the method. This is called the function declaration. This tells you how the function looks like, right? This tell you how the function looks like. Basically, what it is returning, what is its name, what are the attributes, right? And this is called the function body. All right. This is called the function body. Because in this body, we represent like what code is present, what logic is there. Clear? Argument is this. A is the argument here. Yeah, 2 into A. Aditya, you'll have to send 2 into A. Clear? Just that it should be an integer. Guys, any doubts in this one now? Okay. Now, guys, I'm going to put some statements in front of you and just let me know if you are able to create that. Okay. Now, does everyone understand what is a functional problem? When the problem tells you, when the question tells you this is a functional problem, you have to just write the logic and return this or this. Okay. It's a function definition, Nadeem. Function definition. Okay. Now, guys, what if I tell like, and if you are asked to print if you have asked to write a method, still it's fine. Now, guys, if you see that function is actually making your code more readable. Okay. Like, for example, you can get from name only that you don't have to go through this code. It's just printing a table, right? So it's making a code more understandable, more readable, right? Because it's coupling up a lot of things. This one only, this one. You call shift, this one is the function declaration. Clear, guys? All right. Now, guys, I'm going to tell you some statements, and just on that statements, I guess you get a lot of functions. Now, just on those statements, just let me know if you'll be able to create a function. Okay. Yes, Peter.
Sir, in that function, right, the multiplication function, with the table one. Yeah. So in this thing, instead of like the system out this thing, right, like the print statement. After that, if I put like I call the function inside that.
That is something else, Peter. Have you coded before?
No, sir.
Okay. If you are just mentioning that if you write the same function name again.
Yeah, because then it will start looping, right? You don't have to use the for loop.
Yes, that is called recursion. So that is a whole new topic, Peter. So that has a lot of like things to be taken care of and a lot of understanding to be done. So we are not following that right now. Okay.
Okay. But it can be done. It's not an error.
Yeah,
right?
it can be done. It can be done.
Okay.
Anything can be done in coding, Peter. Anything.
All right.
Now, guys, coming to this, listen to my statement and let me know if you'll be able to create a function for this. Okay. Now, I want you guys to create a function that takes the first name and last name of the person and gives back the initial letters of both together. For example, my name, I pass the attribute Shubham and Bhasin. It gives me SB, S and B, S dot B, basically, not separately. Simple. So guys, what is going to be the return type of the function? Okay. And what is the, guys, now you need to tell me three things, okay? You need to tell me in this format. Argument data types. In order, guys, it should be in order, okay? And a return type. Fine. When you're giving me an answer on chat, you need to give it this way. Shiv, why is it is going to be character? Initials, for example, my name is Shubham Bhasin. It should give me SB. Is that a character? Correct. Guys, everyone get it? How you need to answer me? There are, first of all, Sagar, there are going to be two attributes, right? So for example, in this case, you tell me string, comma string, like this. And return type is also string. This is how you're going to answer. All right. Well, guys, I hope everyone understood. Now I'll tell you more. Okay. Now, guys, there is a function. No understand, sir? What do you mean by that? No understand? You did not understand? I don't. Renish, I said that this is the way you are going to answer me. I'm going to send tell you a list, tell you a statement, and you just need to tell me that what is the argument data types and what is the return type. And this is the format that you are going to answer me. And guys, type both the things and then tell me. Ek line karke. Don't tell me in one line each. Okay. Now, guys, you need to create a function. You need to create a function that does the work of a calculator. And when I say calculator, it takes three inputs, operator, and two numbers. So what should be the argument data types and return data types? Guys, I'm not even going to listen to people who are not even answering in this way. Rajnish, you specially asked me, sir, repeat, and you're still not answering in a proper way. Okay, Naved says Boolean int and return type int. Okay. Vivek says, Vivek, what are you doing, man? Shiv. Okay. Peter, you need to create a function that resembles the functionality of a calculator that takes an operator. Basically, operator is plus, minus, divide, multiply, and plus it takes two numbers with you and gives you back a number and the result. Okay. Guys, again, stop behaving. Can we please stop behaving like school going students? Akshay, Vivek, Adarsh, Shiv, Sagar, can you please do that? Again, Narabun, Sarkar, again. Okay. Now, guys, people are saying, okay, Peter has got one of the correct answers. I guess more people have said the same. So, guys, everyone is saying the correct answer. One of the closest correct answer is when you say the arguments data types are going to be double, and the return type is going to be double. Okay, that is the correct one. That is not the correct one. But guys, where are you taking the input for an operator? Are you taking that? Why? Why, Peter? Why don't you have to? Why? Obviously, it will be captured in a variable, right, Peter? How do you know the user is asking for plus, minus, divide, or multiply? String operator, double n number 1 and double number 2. Double number 2, right? This is how the function should look like. Yes, Aditya, you are absolutely correct. You can check the operator. You can mark an integer value to the operator as well. That's your own wish. Yes, you're correct. Amisha, does your calculator tell you to just write integers? You write 3 plus 3.2 plus 4.7. Do you do that? Did I tell you that you are just adding two integers? I told you you are adding two numbers, not two integers. Clear? So guys, everyone got this one? Okay. Now is one more. All right. Now there is a function that sends a message to someone, sends an email to someone. Okay. Sends an email. Everyone has used email. So there's a function that sends an email to everyone, to someone. Okay. Now this is fine. You don't need to be bothered about the logic internal, how the email is being sent. But what do you think is it should be a return type and the attributes and the arguments and the return type. Only one string, Naved? Whoever is saying just one string, what do you mean by just one string? Would you send the body as well? Email body. Remove CC, BCC from there. There would be two things. One is string, that is the email of the target. And one is going to the body and return type. Why is it string? We can just have a Boolean return type, guys, to tell you if it's sent or not. True means the email is sent, false means the email is not sent, right? Correct, guys? Do you see the idea behind that? So we need to think, okay? So this is so while creating a function, you initially the first thing is what should the function look like? All right. Clear, guys? Everyone? All right. Okay. So guys, if it's clear, now we are going to host a 10 minutes break. Okay. So we'll be back after the break and then we'll be discussing something about Java and I'll tell you some pointers on the setup. All right. Yes, Adarsh.
सर अभी जो आपने व्हाइट बोर्ड पे लिखा था ना एक बार उसको, यस सर, ये अच्छा ये ऑपरेटर के लिए स्ट्रिंग नंबर यूज करो।
Correct. You can have integer also. I read your question. I answered you as well. Clear, Adarsh?
यस सर, थैंक यू।
Yes, Rajneesh.
एक्चुअली आप बोल रहे हैं ये जो इसमें परफॉर्म करना है कैलकुलेशन जो वैल्यू मेरी निकलेगी वो डबल भी निकल सकती है, तो वाई आपने स्ट्रिंग लिया है। और जो आप बोल रहे हैं कि स्ट्रिंग कोई मेल है, मेल में मुझे तो एक ही मेल ही भेजना होगा ना।
अरे तो अब टारगेट भी तो
तो
दोगे किसको भेजना है।
जैसे मेल दे दिए, मेल किसी को भेजना है, उसका टारगेट भेज देंगे तो टारगेट कुछ भी टारगेट भी स्ट्रिंग होगा तब।
हाँ, टारगेट भी स्ट्रिंग होगा और बॉडी भी तो दोगे ना, ईमेल की बॉडी भी तो बताओगे,
यस सर, ओके।
राइट?
टारगेट हुआ कि नहीं, यस राइट,
करेक्ट।
थैंक्स सर।
Okay. All right, guys. Now it's 10:01. Let's meet back at 10:12. All right, everyone. We'll have a 10 minutes break. We'll meet back at 10:12. All right. All right, everyone. Okay. See you in 10 minutes, guys. All right, guys. So we are here. So everyone is back. Guys, everyone is back. Okay. Now, guys. Okay. Now, guys, we'll be. Did you guys set up? We discussed about what is Java, what is JDK, what is JRE, right? We did discuss that in the very first class, right? Now, guys, see, right now we generally use Newton's website, right? Yeah, JVM also should, correct. Guys, we generally do our coding on Newton's website, right? If I'm not wrong. But you might have to do on your personal machines as well. You might need to download the IDs and you need to run some code on your local computers. So that is completely fine. Okay. So that is completely fine. Okay. So for that, what you require is I'll help you there with that today a little bit. So one thing is you need to install Java. You need to install Java. Okay. I guess this would have been already been done by a lot of people, right? Right. Okay. I'll share okay. For the people who have done it, very good. For the people who have not done it, I'll send you an image. You can refer to that to install Java. Okay. And then you need to install an IDE. Okay. You need to install an IDE like Eclipse, IntelliJ, and so on. Okay. Guys, I generally use IntelliJ. I've been using Eclipse as well. And right now I use IntelliJ. I find IntelliJ as the most comfortable one. VS Code can also be done, but that is generally for that is very good for Python based codes or the Node.js. But for Java, I prefer IntelliJ. The rest is your wish, guys. You can do any. Okay. You can do any, but my personal preference is IntelliJ. Won't make any difference. Everything is going to run everywhere. The NetBeans are also good, but I prefer IntelliJ, guys. Again, you can use any, guys. I'm not asking you not to use some. Okay. Clear, guys? Clear on the IntelliJ IDs? What do you don't know? What do you mean by don't know? Is that an answer, Rajneesh? IntelliJ you can check on Google. You can check the installer, right? Okay. All right. So guys, how to install Java? I'm just going to send you a screenshot on chat. I guess everyone will be able to see this one. Okay, you guys must have received a image in the chat. Okay, that is just for installation. Okay, and now what I am going to do, I'm going to open the screenshot and I'm going to tell you about it. Okay. So as everyone is able to view my screen, whereas there is set of steps written over there. Everyone is able to follow that. Okay. Now guys, this is just to tell you how to install Java. Okay. Now, setting up the development. Okay, this is pretty easy. Firstly, you need to go to the Oracle's official website. Okay. So Peter, this is the same process. I'll tell you the difference. All right. I'll tell you the difference in between. Okay. Now, guys, first of all, you need to go to the Oracle's website. Obviously, you need to type on Google. The best part is download Java. Okay. Install Java or go to oracle.com. Now select the latest JDK version. Okay. And you can download it and it'll basically you can have the latest one and just download that. Okay. Now, after that, you know how to install a file, Peter. The same thing in Mac, it is going to be a DMG file, while for REST, it's going to be an installer. Everyone knows how to install it. how to install something? Everyone knows how to install something. Okay, for the people who are using Mac, Windows, they can install it in this location. Guys, you do not need to you need to install it at this location. For Mac, for everyone using Mac, you can use it in bin. Wait, even I'll check. Where have I kept it? Just give me a second. Okay. For Mac users, you can put it anywhere. Okay. Guys, am I audible now? I did stop talking, guys. I was checking something. So, Peter, you can put it in any location. Prefer putting it in etc. Okay. etc file path. Okay. Just that because that contains a lot of installers. So, guys, everyone is clear on from where to download the JDK, what to do with it, where to install it. Are these three questions clear? Everyone? Okay. Now, guys, once you have done this, guys, firstly, I'm telling about Windows, all right? So you need to follow this. Right click on my computer, select properties. Okay. Go to the advanced tab, select environment variables, then edit Java home. Okay. And then put the exact location. Okay. So this one is pretty simple for the Windows guys. All right. I guess this one is pretty clear. For the people who are using Mac, I'll tell you what you need to do. Okay. Give me a second. I'm sending a list of commands, all right. Guys, who is using Mac? Who all are using Mac? Save file and I'm just writing a set of commands for you guys. So this is a set of commands that you have to follow. All right. All right, Peter. Peter, again, I still ask you to perform IntelliJ, use IntelliJ. Clear, guys, everyone? Guys, everyone is clear? Rajneesh, that will with time, how to use IntelliJ is not part of the course, but that is definitely going to be this. There is definitely going to be a part of basically you'll get hinge of it. Okay. Now, guys, after this one, you need to verify that everything is working properly. So you can use this particular command to get the particular version. So if this command gives you an output, so that means your installation is successful and you do not need to do anything else. Okay. Guys, clear on the installation? Any doubts? Okay. Now, guys, what is an ID? Okay, like Rajneesh has some introduction. Guys, it is basically a software, okay, that is installed on your computer that helps to make your development easier. Okay, it tells you, it gives you, obviously, it helps you to write the code. It helps you to run the code very easily. It helps you to write the code very easily. It helps you to perform some very basic functions very easily. For example, it is always going to check your syntax with you while you are writing the code. Okay, because syntax is something that could be devised and give compilation error. It will always give you like what is the compilation error on the go. If you type something wrong, it's going to tell you that this kind of a compilation error is going to be there. So resolve this. It gives you a lot of functionalities like finding something, replacing something. For example, very basic text editor features. It gives you these very minute features that helps you to make your development easy. Okay, when I say development, that means coding only. Okay. No, yes, I guess there are students some are absent or not. I actually don't have any idea. Deepak, we generally in class we'll be using the Newton's portal. This is just for your offline work, whatever you need to do. All right. Clear, guys? So guys, there are much more uses of an ID. Okay, there are a lot of uses in ID. Okay, but the more professional you keep getting, the more usage it gets you. Okay, if you want to know some professional uses, guys, it helps you to put it on Git. It helps you to manage the Git as well. Okay, the VCS repositories. Just mentioning, guys. Maybe you don't know with these terms. That is fine. It helps you to connect to the databases as well, or anything. It helps you to connect to your cloud computers as well. So these are the functions that IntelliJ or any good ID gives you. All are good, but that's why I prefer IntelliJ. So and moreover, in your professional experience, once you'll be doing jobs, you'll be using the IDs only. Okay, so this is the right set of time to start using IDs, and probably it's the most comfortable part in coding. All right, Rajneesh, I hope it gives you some introduction. All right, so guys, any doubts till now in the installation or anything? No. IntelliJ can be used for a multiple number of languages. Okay, but I generally use it for Java. If you want to use Python or anything, you can use VS Code. I find it best for Python, but for Java, I prefer IntelliJ. Okay. No, code is going to be the same, Yash. Code is going to be the same. Eventually, they're using Java, right? They're going to use Java 8, so that is fine. Code is going to be the same. There is not going to be even a bit difference between anything. Okay. So you can just copy from here, paste it there like this. Okay. And guys, IntelliJ also, guys, if you are very interested in IDs, IntelliJ also helps you. IDs also give you a debugging option, debug run option. You can read about that on the internet, and it will help you to like basically execute one line in every each line in a program at your control. Basically, you can stop the execution of a program at a particular line. See, generally execution of a code happens in milliseconds, right? And you won't be able to know what line is doing what. So in debug mode, it can help you to execute one line at a time at your command. You can read about that on internet once. Okay. So everyone is clear of the installation, guys. I know a lot of students have not downloaded, not installed that. That is fine. Okay. Now, guys, now what we are going to do is, if you have a doubt on this one, that is fine. Shubham, multiple times I've told, multiple times. Okay. Go with IntelliJ. I say that. I am referring you that. Okay. Now, guys, whoever has not installed Java or an IntelliJ or any other ID, okay, we are going to end the class early today at 10:30 p.m. Okay. Okay. And I'm giving you this time to install these things. Okay. I can go on the further topics as well, guys, but just for the convenience so that you are up to coding, I'm just giving you this time. Sure. Are we going to make full use of it, guys? Yes, Bharat.
Exactly what happens when I install this?
You'll be, right now, Bharat, what we are doing the coding on website, right?
Yes, sir.
We'll be doing that only. We'll be doing on a website only in the class, but you will be able to use, you will be able to code outside in your desktop only without using internet as well.
Yes, yes.
Okay. You'll be able to do it on your machine, save the code.
If I have Eclipse, then I have to still download this.
Yeah, Bharat, that's what I explained. To do coding on your computer itself, you have to download this and all these things. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Still confused, Bharat?
Because sir, I have already downloaded Eclipse and I am coding in it, and I have not installed this JDK yet.
Yeah, that is fine. That is fine. If you have installed it, then it's completely fine.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Then no need to download JDK.
If you are able to run your code, are you able to run your code on Eclipse?
Yes, sir. Of course, sir. Yes.
Then it's fine. Then it's fine. It's totally
Okay.
fine. Okay. Because I still prefer that you can use IntelliJ. Okay. So guys, please make use of it. I hope no one comes again and tells anyone that मेरे पास अभी Java नहीं installed, मेरे पास अभी IntelliJ नहीं installed, मेरे पास अभी Eclipse नहीं installed, or any kind of this scenario. All right. Correct, Deepak. Websites to online हो जाता, but you can't save a code every time. You'll have to copy it, save it in a file, and if you have it on desktop, I told you that you'll be able to code very fast. It tells you the syntax error. It tells you. It also allows you. If you read about it, it helps you to run the code in debug mode, and that is very beneficial. Yes, Bharat.
Eclipse is right to code.
Yes, Bharat, I've said it multiple times. These IDs are fine to code, but I prefer IntelliJ.
Oh, yes, yes.
Okay, you can still keep using Eclipse. That is not going to make any difference for now. Okay.
Okay. Yes.
Rajneesh, you can download the. How does debug help? Harsh, read about it once. Read about that. Okay. Just I'm putting a habit of reading. And if you read about it, you'll get to know much more. IntelliJ, yes, you can use that, Rajneesh. That is fine. Clear? Everyone? So please make full use of this time. Okay. Okay. Yes. Yes, Amisha, it's always good to download it because you have to practice a lot right now. Okay. And you won't be always coming on the Newton's website and practicing everything. So please do it. All right. All right, guys. So guys, I'm giving you this time. Please make full use of it. I could have asked you to do it offline, but I don't. I'll cover up your syllabus. That's fine. But I don't want you to lose on something. Okay. All right. All right, guys. So guys, we'll see you tomorrow at 9. Okay, 9 p.m. That is a task for you. Yes, Rajneesh. Guys, after this, I don't think that anyone is going to accept that you didn't install Java on your local computers. Okay. All right, guys. So see you tomorrow. Everyone, please make full use. You have half an hour with you. Again, half an hour is quite apt for installing everything. Make sure you do it. Okay. All right, guys. See you tomorrow at 9. All right. Good night, guys. Good night, everyone.